Laurence Fox shared a cryptic post about rising again after Dan Wootton was suspended from GB News, just hours after Laurence himself was suspended by the controversial news broadcaster. A torrent of fury was unleashed against 45-year-old Laurence on Tuesday night when he appeared on the Dan Wootton Tonight Show and made derogatory comments about political commentator Ava Evans while live on air. As the backlash grew, GB News took the decision to suspend Laurence from future appearances on the network while they carried out an investigation. However, on Wednesday afternoon, the network announced they had also taken the decision to suspend 40-year-old Dan too, while they carry out investigations. The network announced the move in a statement shared via X, formerly Twitter, that stated, "GB News has suspended Dan Wootton following comments made on his program by Laurence Fox last night. This follows our decision earlier today to formally suspend Mr. Fox. We are conducting a full investigation." While Laurence had spent most of the day doubling down on his comments, and calling out fellow GB News hosts that started to turn against him, he was surprisingly slow to capitalize on news that Dan had been suspended from the network on Wednesday. Instead, he took to Instagram stories and posted a shot of a message about confronting fear. The message stated, "Fear has two meanings: forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. The choice is yours." His post came after public outcry over the fact Dan appeared to scoff when Laurence made his original comments, a reaction that Dan had addressed directly while issuing an apology over the debacle. The Kiwi broadcaster wrote online on Wednesday, "Having looked at the footage, I can see how inappropriate my reaction to his totally unacceptable remarks appears to be, and want to be clear that I was in no way amused by the comments." Was GB News right to suspend Laurence Fox and Dan Wootton over Ava Evans' insults? Vote in our poll here to have your say. "I reacted as I did out of shock and surprise in an off-guard moment while working out how to respond," as he continued to speak by searching for tweets Ava Santina had sent earlier in the day while having them read out in my ear at the same time. "However, I should have intervened immediately to challenge offensive and misogynistic remarks. I apologize unreservedly for what was a very unfortunate lapse in judgment on my part under the intense pressure of a bizarre exchange. I know I should have done better." Earlier in the day, Laurence appeared to throw Dan under the bus and discredit his apology by sharing a screenshot of a text exchange that he implied was between him and the GB News host. Messages passing back and forth between two individuals saw one claim, "Making you giggle is my weekly joy," while the second person responded stating, "You can imagine them freaking out in the gallery," alongside a string of crying with laughter emojis. The exchange implied that Laurence and Dan had laughed about the former's comments about Ava Edwards, and the screenshot had been shared in response to Dan's apology tweet. Follow Mirror Celebs on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.